We broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, you know, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, you know. And
Speaking of fear, I got to get your take on August Alsina.
What about?
He goes on, you know, podcast with Nick Cannon and a few others. He admits, after of course coming out with his, you know, situationship or entanglement with Jada Pinkett, he admits that he now is God has shown him the love of a man.
So Jada him up, and now I don't want no more. You want to know what's funny? Nobody's taking into consideration that all of these women willingly chose to get involved with men that they knew were gay.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing. They all knew they was gay already. So sitting around acting surprised that your man still wants the same kind of loving, you know, I mean, yeah, I don't get it. Why would he stop wanting it? He was wanting it before you? Am I wrong?
Man, looks like Diddy messed up more people than Cassie, and August Alsina was one of his collateral damage too. And this ain't your usual Hollywood mess. This felt personal. We're talking betrayal, power moves, and secrets folks have been hiding for years. And now August just blew the whole thing wide open. All right, now to really break down what went down, let's roll it back to 2015. August Alsina, who was Jaden's best friend at the time, linked up with Jada Pinkett Smith through her son Jaden. Dude was already fighting battles, health issues, life, throwing punches, struggling hard. Jada, who's known for talking that mental health realness, allegedly stepped in like some kind of guardian angel, giving him a hand when no one else would. What started as some mentorship thing turned into something nasty. Next thing you know, August and Jada are dating, and word is Will Smith was cool with it all, or at least gave his so-called blessings. And get this, there was an age gap of 21 years between them. But here's the kicker: several insider reports have come out since then saying that Jada Pinkett Smith didn't help August, rather left him destroyed, devastated, and hurt. And now everything's blowing up, and August just cracked the damn door wide open. Now new information is coming out that alleges that back in 2018, August got real cozy with Diddy's inner circle. Resurfaced photos have shown him chilling with some of the biggest industry names, like he were already part of the crew. On paper, it looked like business music collabs, industry moves, but there was way more beneath the surface. Diddy wasn't just about making hits with August, allegedly. Diddy tried to persuade August to become one of Boy Toys, just like Meek Mill, French Montana, and Briasher Gray. Allegedly, because of August's fluid sexuality, Diddy thought it would easier to persuade him. Also considering that rumor that August was getting down with both Jada and Will. Remember when Will's ex-assistant brother Below came out claiming Will was secretly involved with a guy?
You know, Philly's a very dangerous place, always been a very dangerous place. So that day it was 6 people in the studio. It was me and I who actually hosted the show.
Will Smith shut it down fast, calling it straight up lies, and Jada called it ridiculous, saying she and more going to take legal action.
Yeah. How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love, like Will and Dwayne?
I know.
that just came out too recently.
Yeah, you know, and let me just say this. It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action.
But it got even crazier because Bellal dared Jada to sue him if she knew he was lying. He threatened that he would even leak evidence to back up his claim.
You're gonna sue me. You said I extorted you. You said there's a money shakedown. You said a lot of things about me to get other networks or other podcasters and bloggers scared for me to come on because they think they're gonna be sued. Well, Tasha wasn't sued and I wasn't sued. So you got 2 weeks to issue an apology, because me and Will's situation were about business, and I want you to sue.
After making that statement, Jada went completely quiet and never responded to him again. But let's be real, no matter what Will or Jad says, the streets ain't buying it. 100% people just can't shake the feeling that there's some heavy stuff lurking in the shadows, because Will and Diddy go way back.
Puffy, just large, just the man. You know, Puffy is, I think, Run DMC was the first group to really define what rap is. And I think Puffy is now in that rap renaissance, kind of being part of defining really where rap is going. He's making people dance again, getting back to the original.
Rumor has it what was hitting up Diddy's infamous freak-off parties since the 9s, and those parties, they're crazy secretive. Once you step in, you hand over your phone, and cameras, no receipts, allowed no proof of what really goes down. And if you have been following Diddy's trial, then you already know what really was happening here. And yet Will's been sticking by Diddy through all this madness, not a single word about the rumors or even Diddy's arrest. The only time Will spoke on it was at his San Diego show, flat out denying any real connection. But with August caught in the middle of all this, folks are starting to wonder if he was manipulated at those wild parties. Like, was all that mentorship just a cover for something way darker? If Diddy and Will were really pulling strings behind the scenes, that's a whole new level of twisted. And now with Diddy's trial heating up, maybe August figured it's finally time to tell the truth now. From 2020 to 2022, August went through a public meltdown that shook the streets and the internet alike. You remember that explosive interview with Angela Ye, right? August didn't hold back. He laid it all out, saying he and Jada Pinkett got real close during a time when Jada and Will were supposedly separated. He even claimed Will gave his blessing for the whole thing.
My truth. I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
Of course, that sparked a whole circus on Jada's Facebook Watch show Red Table Talk, where she came clean about the so-called entanglement, a term that instantly blew up and had folks buzzing like crazy.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
Now here's the raw part, August. That man was completely destroyed after Will and Jada were done with him. The way the media spun it, the public had a million opinions. Some said it was just adults making choices, others weren't buying the narrative and called out the messy dynamics and emotional damage all around. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. Allegedly, August was used during the peak of Will's massive PR storm when the spotlight was burning hot. August was kept close to be the perfect distraction, someone to keep the noise off, the real secrets bubbling underneath. Rumors floated that August was quietly silenced, kept in line to prevent deeper skeletons from falling out. This wasn't just a messy relationship, it was a cover-up operation. Then there's the whole Diddy connection, the mansion rumors, the secret DL parties that Hollywood insiders like Jaguar, right, kept talking about.
Because of all that he talked, he say nothing about Bashir. He played his television father. Right. He was on set. He saw what Charlie Mack and them were doing. He knew they were taking those young boys to Diddy.
August's sudden mental health issues and breakdowns were not just coincidences. People close to the scene say something serious went down behind closed doors, something heavy enough to break a man publicly. Jaguar, right, known for speaking raw truths, has called out the power moves behind the scenes, suggesting August got played and used by people who should have had his back.
So speaking of fear, I got to get your take on August Alsina.
What about?
He goes on, podcast with Nick Cannon and a few others. And he admits, after, of course, coming out with his, situationship or entanglement with Jada Pinkett, he admits that he now is God has shown him the love of a man.
So Jada f***ed him up, and now he don't want no more. That's the last woman he on the books having sex with. That old his son, his friend's mama. going on with these out Calabasas in California.
Orlando Brown, he's made his own cryptic statements.
There's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there. It's really up bad.
August rise, his fall, his breakdown, and long silence, they ain't random. They look like parts of a master plan, a blueprint made to control the story, protect the powerful, and keep the truth buried deep. Now, with August finally breaking his silence, it's not just about some messy romance anymore. Nah, it's about exposing the whole system. And with Diddy's ongoing trial, maybe the smoke will turn into a full-on fire, and all those secrets we'll finally see. Daylight, what do you think? Is August just a pawn? Caught in a ruthless game? Or is there more we haven't heard yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get this conversation going. And yo, if you thought this was wild, don't stop here. The next video is just as crazy. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.